Rams basketball is powered by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, Ren Lake College. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Heartland Accounting, All Stars and Stitches, Bean Insurance, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski in the 94 Sports Mobile Studios for Mount Vernon Rams basketball. The Ren Lake College pregame show starts now.
And good evening from Herrin High School. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Jeff Crow with us as well as we bring you Mount Vernon Rams basketball tonight here at the Pyramid Plus Thanksgiving Tournament, where the Mount Vernon Rams 2-0 will take on the Herrin Tigers, who are surprising 0-2 entering tonight's play. At Ren Lake College, you can get a quality education and save thousands. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Ren Lake College, it's time. Of course, on WMIX FM, you're getting a listen in the background of a game that's still going on. Kind of gambled a little bit, did not pay off. If you're watching on mywithersradio.com with streaming video, you're getting an encore, I guess you could say, or a nice little preview of basketball tonight, as with 11.9 seconds, East St. Louis is clinging to a 62-58 lead over the Marion Wildcats. Now 8 seconds on the clock. Of course, we'll talk more about that matchup here in the pregame, as East Side with a steal looks like they might go and seal this one up with a jam, and they will. So East St. Louis will defeat Marion tonight, 64-58, which throws a log jam into second place. But more on that in just a little bit. Danny Czerwinski joins me alongside. And Danny, a great tournament we've had thus far. Some surprises along the way, and some not-so surprises.
Yeah, it's been an interesting 7 games now in the book. East St. Louis maybe finding their wind after losing to Mount Vernon on the first night, coming back with wins against Herrin, and now against Marion as they sweep Williamson County here. Maybe the Flyers starting to find their way through times here in the land of Lincoln. However, you look at Mount Vernon, they're 2-0. You also looked at Massac County 0-2 for the first time in a while. Salem's gotten a win at 1-1. So it's been an interesting tournament as you backwalk and moonwalk into another night here in Herrin.
Well, no doubt about that. Of course, we talked about the Salem Wildcats one night ago and their surprise victory over the host Herrin Tigers team in a come-from-behind bid. East St. Louis, as you mentioned, of course, showing no mercy since the loss to Mount Vernon to open this season. It was a 43-40 loss to the Mount Vernon Rams. Rams come back and beat Massac County last night in what was a great win over a Massac County team that maybe not as tough as they have been in years past, but they're still trying to find their identity with some disciplinary problems along the way.
Well, trying to find their identity, but the thing, too, for Massac County is they have lost a ton of talent for a school that size in the last 2 or 3 years to graduation. Factor that in. Joe Hossman's been there a long time. You have the system in place. The key is for Massac County, when they play schools their size, 2A and 1A and that like as the year goes on, the issue will be that can they get things going. It's a tough week to start for them as they play a lot of 3A schools here this week. But again, for Mount Vernon, with the youth and inexperience that the Rams bring into this tournament, to get a win over a Massac County team last night in double-digit fashion is very impressive.
Impressive indeed. We had plenty to talk about tonight as the Mount Vernon Rams battle the Herrin Tigers in a battle of orange and black. We'll take our first break of the evening here on your Ren Lake College pregame show. This is Rams basketball on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. Rates are as low as 3.958 APR. This could be the perfect opportunity to refinance or purchase a home of your dreams. With a wide variety of mortgage options at People's National Bank, we have the perfect loan for you. Stop by People's National Bank on 34th Street and lock in a low rate today.
People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Rams leather jackets, all stars and stitches. Rams cheerleading jackets, all stars and stitches. Rams hoodies, all stars and stitches. Rams t-shirts, all stars and stitches. Rams car stickers, all stars and stitches. Rams yard sign, all stars and stitches. Rams apparel, all stars and stitches. Anything Mount Vernon Rams, all stars and stitches.
Okay, I get it. I can get anything Mount Vernon Rams at All Stars and Stitches. But where in the world is All Stars and Stitches?
All Stars and Stitches. We're located in Benton, half a block from the Benton High School. Our phone number is 618-435-5555. Give us a call.
This is Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac in Centralia. The Chevy Equinox is hot, and we have them in stock right now. Equinox gets up to 32 miles per gallon with a highway driving range of up to 600 miles. Its fuel economy beats every competitor. Just compare it to the Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, or the Ford Escape Hybrid. And Schmidt is the place to find your Chevy Equinox. Come see us today for the best deal you will get anywhere. Nobody treats you better than Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac, 1421 West McCord in Centralia.
Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to Herrin High School side of the 2011 Pyramid Plus Thanksgiving Basketball Tournament, where we just wrapped up game number 1. The East St. Louis Flyers not returning to almost Lincoln-esque form with a 64-58 victory over the Marion Wildcats. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Jeff Crow with us, handling the filming duties here tonight as we are broadcasting on MyWithersRadio.com with high-quality streaming video and online on your radio on 50,000 watts of Rams basketball here on WMIX. We near the top of the hour. We'll take care of that in just a moment as well. And, of course, Danny, we look at this battle of orange and black, once a conference race. But you look at the Herrin Tigers, a team very familiar with this floor, obviously, being on their home court, but successful in this tournament as well, winning twice since 2000.
Yeah, winning twice, one of the few teams here to have 2 titles in this tournament when it was redone and restarted in 2000. What Herrin has, obviously playing on their home floor, that's a big advantage all week to be at home and playing and not traveling on a bus 5 times in a week. But they are a team in some issues right now, losing to Salem after having a big lead on Monday night, getting drilled by East St. Louis last night. They've had a player miss a game through suspension last night. So all kinds of things going on, and in the grand scheme of things, in the Irv Lucan's tenure, the Herrin Tigers seem to always get off to a slow start in November, December, and the early part of January. It's usually after the Christmas tournaments is when the Herrin Tigers get going. Hopefully they'll wait one more night before they decide to do that here.
Well, talking with one local coach in the hospitality room last night, we're talking about how the Herrin Tigers typically heat up around February. That's a different story this year, as we've talked on and off throughout the off-season about how the Herrin Tigers now could see a team like Mount Vernon in a regional. And man, oh man, how times have changed. At one time, sure, Herrin Tigers were Class 2A in a 2-class system, but now Class 2A leading into this year, now Class 3A after the multiplier classification changes. And you have to think that a team that at one time thought about getting out of this tournament must think it's pretty valuable to be in it right now.
Well, it's valuable because this will be one of the last times they will actually see some 3A schools. I mean, they will go to Carbondale, I believe. They might see some things there, or El Dorado, I believe, is where they're at. They won't see any 3A schools there. You're looking at the fact that Herrin right now, after this week, won't see a lot of 3A schools until they get to the regional. And another thing to one of concern is when you don't play that tough a schedule and then we get into postseason, you battle 3A schools, it makes a huge difference.
Of course, we need to pause for station identification. It's the top of the hour. This is Rams Radio.
This is 50,000 watts of Mount Vernon Rams basketball. We are 94.1 FM WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a free service from Withers Broadcasting.
And back we are at Herrin High School. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski, Jeff Crow with us. Avery Barton's manning the controls back at the studio. And, of course, we're ready to bring you Mount Vernon Rams basketball here on your Run Lake College pregame show. Run Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And, of course, what a affair we have for you tonight. We've told you periodically it's going to be the battle of orange and black tonight. The Mount Vernon Rams and the Herrin Tigers. The Tigers, when they start conference play, will be in the Ohio division of the Southern Illinois River to River Conference. And the Rams certainly hope they can make it back-to-back wins out of members of the Ohio.
And you'd like to see Mount Vernon. Again, tonight's a different story. This is actually a road game. I know it's a tournament and at the beginning of the year, but this is a road game for the Rams, their first one of the year, and you like to have this one in the books before you go to Centralia next week. But, again, it's a nice contest for Mount Vernon to have to see what can happen to them playing against a team on their home floor.
And we shall see that here tonight. We'll go ahead and take a break on your Run Lake College pregame show. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX.
More Americans are on a move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, school, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
It's amazing how versatile the Saturday Sports Show has become. What do you mean you slept in last week? Set your alarm for 8:08 this Saturday morning and tune your radio to AM 940. More Mount Vernon Rams talk, more Jefferson County talk, and more amped-up coverage of Southern Illinois sports. Hear from the best coaches, experts, and sports know-it-alls available. Sports talk worth waking up for. Saturday mornings from 8:08 till 10 a.m. on WMIX AM 940 and online at mywithersradio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Whether you're a former Integra customer looking for a new home or just tired of the games, fine print, constant changes associated with big corporate banking, you do have a choice in Jefferson County. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. With 5 banking locations and a team of your hardworking friends and neighbors to support you, we've built our business around one goal, your needs. For all of your banking needs, let our bankers assist you in moving back to a local bank. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to bone and joint care, only one name should come to mind: the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Your fellowship-trained physician's first priority is specialized orthopedic care, ranging from total joint replacement and spine surgery to shoulder surgery and sports medicine. Our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon and St. Mary's Good Samaritans in campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. Now back to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to the Pyramid Plus tournament in Herrin. The Mount Vernon Rams have the Herrin Tigers on tap here tonight. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. On your radio on WMIX, online at mywithersradio.com as we're ready to bring you this evening's action. Still about 7.5 to go before we start this contest between two very battle-tested teams here in this tournament with reciprocating records. The Mount Vernon Rams come in 2-0. The Herrin Tigers just 0-2. And now we have a logjam at 2-1 and a potential second place in this tournament as Eastside hands a early night loss to Marion.
And here's the thing for Mount Vernon. If Mount Vernon comes out and takes their care of business the rest of the week, there's nothing anybody can do. They'll roll out of here Pyramid Plus tournament champions, but if they lose somewhere along the line, stumble around, and allow other teams back in, then you won't be able to take home the title trophy all by yourself. So, controlling their own destiny, that is the Mount Vernon Rams.
And we shall see how they do it here tonight against a tough Herrin Tiger bunch, coached by Irv Lukens. Has a couple of his kids on the team. But you have to look out for such tough players like Bobby Manny and DeMarlo Harris. And the Rams are very familiar with DeMarlo Harris from a year ago. But Bobby Manny, I think Danny's just a kid who stepped up over the past couple of seasons and really brought his A game.
Well, between Manny and DeMarlo Harris, you feel like they've been around for years. And another guy that won't play tonight because of a football injury, Antoine Davis, also gives him boost. But Bobby Manny and DeMarlo Harris have been starters or at least big players in this system now for 3 years for the Herrin Tigers. And they bring a lot of big game experience, a lot of ability, and, again, a lot of athleticism that a lot of times when they play teams in the Ohio Division, a lot of teams don't have that athleticism to match up with them. But as the case may be, it is what it is. It's the opportunity for at Mount Vernon to see a different athlete here for the Herrin Tigers.
Well, we shall certainly see how it plays out here this evening as we're having a cheer-off here on this left baseline. I think we have it on for you on mywithersradio.com. We do not. We're actually watching the action, so they had the cheer-off a moment ago, and I had not seen that before in this tournament, but apparently they choose to do that here tonight. Herrin and Mount Vernon's cheerleading squads, a couple of award-winning squads out there, as the two teams, or at least the Mount Vernon Rams, come back to the floor after that finishes. So another interesting battle we have for you tonight. Thanksgiving Eve is where it's at here on WMIX, online at mywithersradio.com. Glad to be here tonight. We already have a couple of early finals. One of them you just heard in this Herrin Pyramid Plus tournament. East St. Louis defeats Marion 64-58. And it's a St. Anthony Thanksgiving tournament. Mattoon falls to Flora 53-48. That scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance and financial service needs, call Tony Wilt, your local State Farm agent. You can find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or at the corner of 42nd Street and South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. And if you see his red Jeep in the parking lot, just stop in. He would love to meet with you. Or even if you see his red Jeep in the Herrin High School parking lot, you might just find Tony Wilt here tonight. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and they bring you our scoreboard updates all throughout the season here as we are just getting started. We have our first regular season quote-unquote contest coming next Friday night as the Mount Vernon Rams travel to CHS Arena to take on the Orphans. We remind you there will be no video for that game as due to the blackout regulations at Centralia High School, so we will not have video that night, but we'll still be streaming audio and have your radio coverage right here on WMIX. And I know it kind of becomes redundant to talk about keys to this type of matchup. We talked a little bit about it last night with Scott Gamber. We've talked a little bit about a couple of players for the Herrin Tigers. But if you're the Mount Vernon Rams, you've had a couple of pretty good games. You've used Tyrell Trimble effectively. He had 28 points last night. How do you kind of maintain the composure that you've started out with against a team like Herrin?
Well, I think I'm going to go back to something that Coach Gamber mentioned last night and I thought about today is the fact that consistency and doing things well, and Mount Vernon's kind of had their way in the first two nights. I'm interested to see tonight, or that first time this season, where Mount Vernon has a little friction, things going against them, maybe not able to get things done like they want to because shots aren't dropping, they're not able to stop the other team, whatever the case may be. And we'll see tonight if Herrin can do that to Mount Vernon. Herrin had a tough game in here last night against East St. Louis. They also lost to Salem on Monday night, so they're kind of on a slump. Mount Vernon may be feeling their oats a little bit after beating East St. Louis and Massac County. So interesting to see how Mount Vernon comes out tonight. And their first time that they run into a little interference, I guess you could say, a little issue. See how Mount Vernon reacts because a lot of things have went their way in the first two games this week.
Of course, as we mentioned, Tyrell Trimble had a hot hand last night with some pull-up threes and some other big plays. But really, this Rams team has certainly gelled together with a couple of new faces in the starting lineups due to graduation from a year ago. But also the emergence of Leonte Badger, first-year player as a senior, and he has really come along nicely.
Yeah, and a guy that, obviously hadn't played in a while has come out the first two games, shown some skill, shown some rust. But again, I think as the season goes on, you're going to see how important it is for him to get 5 games in this week right out of the gate to shake that rust off. But he's been amazing, and I don't think the scoring aspect has really been the most amazing. It's the defense and the rebounding where he's done his damage. And I think for him and for this Rams team to be successful, his rebounding, his defense is going to be the key.
The key it will be. We still have your Central Christian Church starting lineups coming up here on your Rindley College pregame show. Rindley College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. We'll take a break. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball presented by Banterra Bank.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, I want to ask you something, but you have to promise not to laugh at me. Okay, what? Do you think the State Farm jingle really works?
Like, for real? Like, if you sing the jingle, will your agent actually appear and help you out? Yeah, of course it works. I saw it on the internet.
In reality, having your own State Farm agent means having a real person to help you when you need them. Tony Wilt is that State Farm agent at 4121 South Water Tower Place, Mount Vernon.
You can count on us.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer, Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Hey, you know the holiday shopping season is here. And, of course, that means it's time for the Ford year-end celebration going on now at Ford Square. And that means great holiday offers on a great selection of Ford cars, trucks, SUVs, and crossovers. Just think, what a great way to drive into the new year. You'll get the newest technology, money-saving fuel economy, and right now, a great deal on a brand-new Ford. So here's a personal invitation. Get to the Ford year-end celebration at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Take a look and drive one. I think you'll have a very happy new year. And remember, Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
This is Rams basketball on WMIX with streaming video on mywinnersradio.com.
And welcome back to Herrin's side of your Pyramid Plus tournament. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. And Danny, tonight we, of course, have the Mount Vernon Rams and Herrin Tigers. It's time, of course, to meet your Central Christian Church starting lineups. Brought to you, of course, by Central Christian Church.
Forwards tonight for the Herrin Tigers will be senior number 15, DeMarlo Harris, and number 33, Bobby Manny. Your guards will be number 35, Deshaun Hart, number 21, Justin Lukens, number 10, Nathan Lukens. For Irv Lukens, Herrin Tigers. For the Mount Vernon Rams tonight, Scott Gamber going with the same lineup as has been his forte for the whole week. The guards tonight will be number 1, Tyrell Trimble, number 2, Jaron Lydell, and number 21, Travis Mitchell. The forwards will be number 4, Clay Payne, and number 5, Leonte Badger for Scott Gamber's Mount Vernon Rams.
Of course, the Rams will be dressed in their away blacks tonight with orange trim, while the Tigers dressed in their home whites with orange and black trim and orange numerals trimmed in black. Rams, of course, coached by Scott Gamber. The Tigers coached by Irv Lukens. Ready to go here tonight. Your starting lineups were presented by Central Christian Church. Discover the excitement at Central Christian Church in Mount Vernon. Central offers exciting worship experiences, packed with energy and relevant teaching, and awesome programming for children and youth. Check out the new Central.com for service times and more information. Do not see the. There are the officials at the scores table.
Tuka Tillman in the house.
Really?
Brad Stig just walked in.
Maybe getting an early look at a team that will be in the Central A Holiday Tournament. The Big Blue Tornadoes are back in it this year, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Effingham's in it.
Of course, we'll see Marion in the Salem Invitational Tournament this year now.
Yep. The moving around continues of tournament time. They used to be in that tournament many moons ago, about 7-8 years ago.
Of course, Charleston had to take a back seat due to some budgetary cuts, and so they're no longer in that tournament. And it is possible that we will entirely see an overhaul of the tournaments over the next couple of years, especially come Thanksgiving time.
It's on its way. I think you're going to see a lot of tournaments deal with some changes, deal with some other stuff that goes on over the years, and it'll change year to year maybe with the class system as well being changed year to year.
Rams will go right to left, and of course the Tigers will go left to right as you look at your radio dial. Jumping for the Rams, it'll be Leonte Badger, while Herrin will send up Mr. Manny. It'll be controlled by the Rams in the backcourt. It is Jaron Lydell. Clay Payne with it on the far side, looks to swing back near, finds Travis Mitchell. Back to the right wing for Clay Payne. He's in front of the Herrin bench. Now down low, Badger all alone. An easy 2 points from the right side, and the Rams take an early 2-0 lead.
Pretty good little play after Mount Vernon's ran that several times in the first 2 nights. Open up with it and get an easy basket for Badger.
7:33 to play here in the first quarter. 2-0 your score. Over there on the right wing, it is Lukens for Herrin. At the free throw line, kicks out left corner, able to find Deshaun Hart. Now back to Nathan Lukens up top. Justin Lukens with it on the right sideline. 7:19 to play in the first. Tipped away from Harris. He'll recover, get back to Manny on the left wing. 7:14 to go. First quarter action, 2-0. Rams with the early lead. Right side we go. That is 21. Lukens with the basketball. Coming around from the right wing. Pulls up right elbow. Shots up and good. It's tied at 2. 7 to play here in the first. Rams basketball, of course, is presented by Banterra Bank. Tip off the school here with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Payne with the basketball, left wing. Looks back left sideline. Of course, able to find Mr. Lydell. He'll drive from the left elbow. Runner's no good off the back of the iron. Badger with the rebound, pulls up mid-post. Gets the rainbow. It's 4-2. The Rams doubling up the Tigers early on.
Look what I found, Mr. Badger off to a good start.
Manny thought he had an answer from the right side for 3. Backdoor rebound will slide to Jaron Lydell, and here come the Rams up 2. A chance to build some early momentum. We'll see if they can do that here. Up at the top, it is Mr. Trimble. Comes back left side for Payne to the right wing, Lydell. Far sideline, Trimble, pull up 3. May not have it tonight. It's off back iron. Rebound Lydell. Hacked by 10 Lukens. And now it goes back to the far corner in front of the scorer's table for Tyrell Trimble. Between the rings, he'll go. Picks it up, throws it near wing for Mr. Mitchell. Travis Mitchell has it poked away by Bobby Manny. Frustration foul on Mitchell. That'll be the first of the game.
Tough turnover. You haven't seen Mount Vernon do a lot of that in the first 2 games. And ball control is going to be important. And that time Mitchell got a little sloppy with it, and Manny took advantage.
It'll be side out of bounds for the Tigers as Hart triggers to Justin Lukens. Trying to keep them separate. Justin and Nathan, the 2 Lukens boys for the Tigers. Hart with it on the right wing, trying to get the screen from DeMarlo Harris. Nothing going. They'll swing it around left corner. That's Lukens. Left wing 3 coming from 10. Lukens off the back of the iron. Rebound will go to Lydell, and here come the Rams. 4-2 your score. Rams with the early lead. 5:30 to play in this first quarter. Trimble thought about a pull-up from the far wing. Now Lydell with the basketball, left wing, trying to kick it around the corner. Able to find Tyrell Trimble between the circles. He'll go from the far side to Clay Payne. Bounce pass back to Trimble as he came around. And now the right wing kick out will go top circle. As Lydell goes back to Badger, and the Rams are kicking it around the area. Bounce pass down low. Badger couldn't see it. Looks like it fall, and it'll be 6-2.
Man, Badger right now, Harris is not talking on switches on defense, either on the regular motion offense or the high-low or the back screen or the pick and roll. And right now, by him not talking, the Badger's getting left open, and Leonte off to a 6-point start, and he leads the Tigers by 4.
4:58 to play here in the first quarter, and one coming off the foul. Badger drains the free throw. He has all 7 of the Rams' points. They're up 7-2 with 4:55 to play in the first. Justin Lukens with the basketball, swings over the left side for Hart. Had Nate Lukens up top, instead goes for the runner. Rebound to go to the right side to Payne. It'll be Trimble against Lukens. Nice fake in the middle, great play to the basket, switches to his left hand on the reverse. Rolls off back iron, but Tyrell Trimble goes to the line to shoot 2.
Special move that time. Special move as Lukens picks up his first on the Tigers.
Don't support the other team. Go green with Banterra's online bill pay and online statements. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. That is the second foul on number 10, Nathan Lukens. Trimble misses the first. He gets another. 7-2 your score. Rams by a nickel with 4:38 to play. First quarter action from the Pyramid Plus tournament. Rams looking to go to 3-0 tonight if they can get one past the Tigers. We'll have plenty of score updates we feel tonight as we actually get a fair shake, be in the middle game here for the Pyramid for once. Trimble misses them both. Rebound comes the way of Herrin. That's Justin Lukens with the basketball across the right timeline. Switches to a left-hand dribble, stops up top. Feigns a 3, gives over to Bobby, and he'll drive the lane. Bobby Manning gets the bucket in the bruise as he goes right block, and it's 7-4. A chance to make it a 2-point game if Manning can knock down the and one.
Caught it in the lane too easily, and was allowed to go up too easily. By the time Badger could get over and foul him, it was way too late. Now Bobby Manning has a basket to kind of get his rhythm going.
And he'll make the and one. The old school 3-point play, 7-5 your score. Herrin back within a deuce. Rams looked like they had some momentum, but gave up that 3-point play, and we'll see how that haunts them here. Lydell switches left side for Payne, and that'll be a whistle on Bobby Manning, who picks up, I believe,
I'm wiped out on fouls because I have Manny with 2 and Lukens with 1. Okay. So somebody somewhere has messed things around on the scoreboard and got me all confused watching. Never again.
I believe so. Payne with it up top. Switches to the left arc forward. Jaron Lydell looking to drive. Trevor Flota, of course, into the ballgame. It is Flota, Lydell, Trimble, Badger, and Clay Payne. Coming around from the left side. Trimble picks it up free throw line. Throws up the jumper. No good off the back of the iron. And that'll be DeMarlo Harris with the rebound. Lukens will bring it across right side. 3:50 to play in this first quarter. Harris with it up top, looking to shake in the lane. Kicks out left wing, and here come the Tigers. It's Justin Lukens with it from Alex Davis. Lukens goes over to Manny on the left side. He'll drive baseline. He's fouled by Clay Payne, it would seem. That's another foul on the Rams here early.
That's a speed mismatch. Payne can't guard Manny that close. You can't go belly button to belly button with him if you're Payne. You got to back off, give him some room.
It'll be a long pass into the backcourt. Hart's going to have to hurry to the baseline to catch up with us. A length of floor to go now for Hart and the Herrin Tigers. Justin Lukens with the basketball right of the circles. He'll cross with 3:28 to play in the first quarter. 7-5. Tigers trail by 2. Manny with it left elbow trying to drive. Gives up to Hart up top. Dodger fans in attendance here. 3:17 to play. 7-5 your score. Herrin down 2. Rams on top. It'll be Manny coming from the far side. Baseline. They'll say he's pushed out of bounds by Clay Payne. That'll be his second foul, team's fourth.
And right now, Herrin taking advantage of speed mismatches as well. Quayman Cantley going to come in for Mount Vernon. But, boy, Mount Vernon's got to show some things defensively. I think you're seeing tonight some things maybe not go as easily for Mount Vernon, and they're struggling a little bit, Chris, just not able to handle that controversy or adversity here.
Up top, it is Hart looking for the basket. Throws right side. Davis down low for Manny. Looking for the turnaround, double team, and it's Tyrell Trimble. A brilliant move behind the ball to force the jump ball on the possession arrow. will favor the home team, the Herrin Tigers. Some score updates throughout the night for you here on WMIX. Rams basketball, of course, is presented by Banterra Bank. Tell you more about them throughout the broadcast. A Manny 3 for the lead is no good. Back iron. That's probably not a shot Irv Lucas wants there. Would have given them the lead, and now Jaron Lydell will bring it down the floor, drops it off right wing for Tyrell Trimble. Lydell will slide around, gives it back to Trimble at the right wing. Floater with it between the circles. Right-hand dribble back to the right side. Pull up three, Trimble. Off the back of the iron. Cantley will grab the rebound, saves it to Jaron Lydell. He'll drive, found a seam, left hand. He's blocked at the basket. The rim had something to do with it. Cantley pulls away the rebound at the free throw line. Rams will reset, scorer's table corner, and now get to Flota. Looking down low for Badgers, shut off. Flota shakes it up top where he finds Mr. Trimble. 2:21 to play in the first quarter. Still 7-5, Rams by 2. Badger with it right wing. Between the circles now, Cantley. Cantley looks around, able to find Lydell near sideline with 2:10 to play in the first. Coming around baseline near side, blocked at the basket. Should be a foul, and there will be either on Davis or Lukens. Take your pick.
Should have been a foul on the baseline because it looked like Lydell had an elbow in his back, shoving him toward the baseline. And then when he went for the shot, it was a late call. The official underneath did not blow the whistle, but the official on the wing blew the foul. Worked out Mount Vernon to the line to shoot some free throws anyway.
So Jaron goes to the line to shoot 2. Centralia, after falling to Collinsville in the first game of the season, now leads Jacksonville at the half, 29-25. One of the halftime scores tonight. Of course, that's a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update. Tell you more about him throughout the broadcast as well. We'll have plenty of scores coming your way here tonight. Rams lead this one 8-5 as Lydell knocks down the first. We'll see if he can connect on the back end. He will. It's a 2-possession game now, late in the first quarter, I should say. 2:05 to play. It's 9-5. Lukens brings it across the left timeline. Throws around to the right wing for Hart. Gets a screen from number 11, Davis. Throws up the shot at the free throw line, in and out, no good. Rebound will come to the Rams. 1:48 to play here in the first quarter. Rams up 9-5. Flota comes around from the far side. Gets it left wing. Trying to go up against Davis. It'll be Trimble with it in the center circle. 96 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jaron Lydell with it to the volleyball line. Comes left side all alone at the back door. Will be Trimble. He'll force his way to the basket. He doesn't get the shot, but he will get the foul and a chance to shoot 2 at the line.
And it's a good job by Trimble to get to the free throw line. Not hitting those shots from the outside. Dribble penetrating, getting to the free throw line. That's important.
Great traditions aren't given, they're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in. Community First Bank, proud sponsors of the Rams. A great tradition. Trimble will knock down the first. We mentioned that there because Trimble with 28 points last night was our player of the game. Presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. 10-5 your score. We'll see if Mr. Trimble can make it a 6-point game and knock down this back-end opportunity. He will not. Rebound will go to Bobby Manning. So here come the Tigers, down 5, 10-5. Rams on top with 1:22 to play in this opening quarter. Justin Lukens had it in the far corner, looking to bring it around left wing. Nice slide pass down low to DeMarlo Harris. He's fouled from behind by Quayman Cantley, and that'll be the team's 5th.
Man.
Your thoughts?
Got to let him play a little bit. I thought this was 3A.
Lukens gives up top. Hart had something, thought he did. Goes right corner, Davis. Had his pocket picked almost. Forces a bad shot. Davis misses 2 in a row after getting the offensive board there on the left post. And now here come the Rams. Great play by Leonte Badger. Lydell will bring it across. Drops off for Trimble in front of the Herrin bench. Now with 55 seconds to go. Trimble with it, top of the key, backs to the center circle. We're down to 50 seconds. First quarter action from the Pyramid Plus tournament. The Rams with a 10-5 lead here in this opening quarter. Flota has it near corner timeline. Looks around, finds Badger right at the circle with 39 seconds to go. Down low, backdoor. There's Mr. Flota. He won't miss that one. It's 12-5.
Great look, top to bottom, high post, low post. Mount Vernon by 7.
It is a 5-0 run for the Rams here with 25 seconds to go. Justin Lukens with it up top, finds DeMarlo Harris. He'll go right side. Cantley's there, and he'll pick up the foul. Cantley did a good job at first of containing him, then slid with him, made some contact, and that'll be a foul. 6th of the night for the Rams.
And reached. Now, when you reach like that, the way Cantley was, it's going to pick up a foul, and that's his 2nd.
19.9 ticks to go here on the first quarter clock, and we'll see if Harris is any good this year from the free throw line. Looks like he knocked down the first. It's 12-6. Rams have played pretty well streakily here tonight, Danny, I think.
Well, it's been choppy. And again, it's not going to be easy as Harris knocks down the second. It won't be easy night against Herrin on their home floor. This is a good game for Mount Vernon to see if they have some things not go their way, how they will react.
12-7 to score. Rams on top with 14 seconds here in the first. It's a trap in the scoreboard corner, scorer's table corner, I should say. Lop up ahead to Manny left side. He'll get the bucket. And it is back to a three-point game, 12-9 with 3 seconds. Trimble from half court, off the front of the iron. And that is how we end your first quarter. The Mount Vernon Rams 12, the Herrin Tigers 9. This is Rams basketball on WMIX.
And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's going to be a nasty winter, so get the vehicle you can depend on now at Second Chance Auto. They have the vehicle you're looking for, probably priced under $10,000. And most have a 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. And there's bank rate financing for everyone. Second Chance Auto has been helping people just like you for over 32 years. So get your quality pre-owned vehicle from Second Chance Auto today. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Or call 244-4582. That's 244-4582.
This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams at WMIX.
And welcome back to Rams basketball here on WMIX, online at mywithersradio.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Jeff Crow with us as well. Avery Barton pushing the buttons back at the studio. Rams will start this second quarter, should anyway, with the basketball. Colton Metter will trigger in the front court side out of bounds. It is Metter, Lydell, Trimble, Flota, and Badger to start. Lydell with the basketball, shy of the circle, just inside the second quarter, 7:55 to play in this first half. The Rams hanging on to a 3-point lead. As Trimble throws up a 3 right wing. Rebound will go to Manny. He'll drop one from the elbow. It's good. And back within one are the Tigers.
That's the problem right now. Mount Vernon's not hitting shots, settling for jump shots mainly, and that's not going to work for this team.
Not going to hit them every night, every time. Near corner, it's Flota. Goes right of the circle for Tyrell Trimble. Finds Lydell left of the circle. 7:27 to play in the first half. 12-11 your score. Lydell comes back around, gives to the center circle for Trimble. Badger down on the left arc. Goes to Flota now near side from Trimble. Back to Trimble at the volleyball line right side. 7:15 to play in the first half. Here comes Badger far side. Baseline good. With a left hand, Leonte Badger does it again. It's 14-11. Rams up 3.
Very nice start for Leonte. 9 points of the 14 for Mount Vernon.
Lukens throws it right arc for Mr. Hart. Looking interior. Instead goes to Manny up top. Back to Hart on the right wing. Now back to Manny. Justin Lukens on the left side. He'll get the basketball with 6:50 to play. Down 3 are the Tigers, 14-11. Up top, it's Hart. Looks to the right arc, finds Manny. And what do we have here?
We have a foul on Metter. Too much pushing and shoving underneath.
So that'll be the 7th foul on the Rams. Should be a 1 in bonus here for the Tigers. Don't foul out. Take control of your healthcare expenses with a tax-advanced health savings account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Yes. Harris makes his first, looking to make the second. 14-12 your score here in the second quarter. 6:42 to play. He'll make the second, and it's going to be 14-13, 1-point game.
Obviously, Harris has worked on his free throw shooting since last year. Much improved here so far in this tournament this week in 2+ games.
And here come the Rams. This trip down the floor. Lead just 1 with 6:37 to play in this first half. Lydell with the basketball left side. Finds Flota. Cross-court pass. Drifts past the right wing for Trimble. He'll recover and get it to Lydell near side. Bounce pass to Trimble. Now back quickly. Back to Lydell near side. Finds a seam. Dishes back door. Now back door to Flota from Badger. Metter gets the rebound. Sticks it up and in. And the former Field Panther makes it a 3-point game.
Well,
16-13.
Scott Gamber's got to be happy to see scoring from different people, and that one being Metter.
And now Badger forces the turnover, but kicks it out of bounds. Still a great effort from Leonte Badger.
He's all over the floor here early on. Having an outstanding floor game in this third game of the season.
Nail a three, go for the account with no hidden fee. Banterra offers a totally free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. Nate Lukens with the basketball, right side. Now here comes an interior pass. Shot the free throw line's no good. The rebound. Oh, Davis will be whistled for the foul after a shot was no good from Fletcher Hogue.
Yeah, I thought he got in there a little quick, got over the top, and that's exactly what the referee called. Mount Vernon had the rebound. Goes the other way, up three.
And here come the Rams with the basketball. Trimble across the scorer's table. Scorer's table side. Gets it back from Lydell. Now Lydell gets it back from Trimble. Bounce pass to the right wing. Trimble looking for something, trying to make something happen. Lydell will not avoid the over and back as the back foot touches the line, and the Rams will turn it over at the 5:45 mark of the first half. Good time for a timeout. There's nothing more attractive than confidence, and yours will be at an all-time high when you buy a new Lincoln at Ford Square. Not only do you get a great offer, you also get the standard 4-year, 50,000-mile maintenance plan only from Ford Square, where the best never rests. We have reached the bottom of the hour here on WMIX. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
1,000 watts of Mount Vernon Rams basketball. We are 94.1 FM WMIX. Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Here at the Pyramid Plus tournament, 5:45 remains in this first half. The Rams hanging on to a 3-point lead, 16-13. And you kind of wonder if it's just the Rams being choppy or if this is a Herrin team with something to prove after 2 early losses.
It seems to me Mount Vernon, this may be the issue for the Rams as the season goes on. Maybe they're going to have times of the year where they're not going to be able to score. It's going to take some effort. And right now Mount Vernon's struggling. They're getting some points. They're up 3, but boy, it's not coming as easily as it has the last 2 nights.
Nate Lukens with the basketball, gives it left side for Manny. Pulls up from 18, it's good. And the Tigers are within 1, 16-15.
Step back move, undefendable.
Rams nearly another over and back. Some wild passing along that timeline. It'll be Float on the near side to get it back to Jaron Lydell. They're on the left timeline. Float, a cross-court pass right wing. Trimble thought about a 3, goes right baseline for Badger, works it back around Lydell. 12-footer coming from Trevor Flota. It's good. Left baseline. It's 18-15. Rams back up a tray.
Good defense, better ball movement. Ends up in a Rams point or 2.
Lukens with the basketball, center circle, steps to the right and gives it to Nate Lukens there on the right wing. 4:48 to play in the half. Looking for the bounce pass down low. Huge interception for Trevor Flota. Here come the Rams up the left side. Lydell fouled, but was he fouled on the way up? Yes, he was, says the official. And Jaron Lydell goes to the line to shoot 2 to try to make it a 5-point game. A lot of coaches taking this one in tonight. 3 from the same school.
Yeah, and obviously worried not about us, but again, Lydell getting to the rim. I'm amazed that early on in the year how Lydell and Trimble love to get to the rim. They don't fear anybody taller than them.
Lydell will miss the first, but he'll get a second. Glad to have you with us on MyWithersRadio.com, watching Rams action tonight, or listening to us here on WMIX. I'm Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside. We have Jeff Crow here as well. Avery Barton is back in the studio. 4:40 to go in this first half. Rams trying to make this a 4-point ball game if Lydell can convert on the second chance from the charity strike. He will not. Rebound will go to Harris. So Tigers length of the floor to go. Put together some full court offense. 4:35 to go in this first half. It is Nate Lukens with the basketball. Excuse me, that was Justin. Now back to Davis here on the right wing. Dribbles in. Now left baseline. Lukens for a long 2. No good. And the rebound goes to who else but Leonte Badger.
He was a good pickup in the offseason.
I was going to say, a great free agent acquisition for Scotty Gamber. Far sideline is Trimble. Looks for Clay Payne. Payne had some early foul trouble, but now he's back in. And down low, Flota can't get the basket. Gets his own rebound. Left hand that time's no good. Badger tries to tip it in, and the rebound goes to Davis. Here come the Tigers, and it's going to be tipped away by Lydell as he forces the turnover. Wild and woolly is the only way to describe that possession. And now here come the Rams, and we'll have an over and back, though he was pushed.
Yeah, he was over and back. Good call by the official. Got to get in there at that timeline. Got to make a choice. Can't walk that tightrope.
Well, and if you're going to have a push, try to make it look convincing if you're going to go back over. Very minimal contact that was incidental. Right wing for Davis and the Tigers. They're down 3, 18-15, 3:42 to play at the left elbow. Davis will kick out Justin Lukens. Count it, we're tied. 3-point basket for the left side. It's 3:35 to go here in the first half, tied at 18.
Too easy of a look. Catch, shoot, make it. Too easy.
Payne has it far side off a double team. And he'll throw it away. It's taken away by Bobby Manning. Herrin looking to take the lead for the first time tonight. Right side, Hart for three. It's good. And down three are the Rams, 21-18. Rams need a timeout. They'll get it here.
Little adversity, and you're seeing Mount Vernon kind of look around, not handling the ball very well. Things aren't going our way. And this is what Scott Gamber really wanted to see. Probably doesn't want to see too much of, but wanted to see how his young team will react in situations like this.
King City Chrysler has the all-new Dodge Caliber. Caliber cranks up the sedan and exudes attitude with every turn. Receive huge cash discounts on the all-new Caliber at King City Chrysler of Mount Vernon. That day off may not come soon enough. 21-18 your score. It'll be Ram basketball out of the timeout. Herrin on top. First lead of the night comes at about 3:15 to go in the first half. Now with 3:13. Couple of turnovers haunting the Rams early.
Well, a couple of turnovers, 3 in this quarter, and I believe all 3 of them have led to points for Herrin. And the Tigers stormed back. They trailed 12-9 at the end of the first break. Now up by 3, turned 3-point deficit into a 6-point turnaround, which gives Herrin a 3-point lead.
Tigers are 0-2 to start the season. Their losses have come to Salem in an upset on Monday night. They lost to Eastside last night. Rams have beaten the East St. Louis Flyers, and then last night overtook the Massac County Patriots. East St. Louis then beat Marion tonight, so this could be shaping up to be an interesting tournament down the stretch once we get past Turkey Day tomorrow. Payne will inbound, length of the floor to go, left of the basket. Vidal works it far side to Trimble. Now works it to Payne, just on the inside of the arc. Payne with a right-hand dribble, having trouble. Pressured a little bit. And now it's back to the right wing for Trimble. Trying to drive, kicks across Mitchell. A nice move and the basket. And Travis Mitchell back into the ball game, paying dividends. It's 21-20. The Rams back within one.
It's going to be key for Mount Vernon to get in the paint, get something done inside there.
And that's what the Rams need from Travis Mitchell. Maybe not the outside shooting, but the ability to work that athleticism inside the paint. Tigers up one. Manning nearly had it tipped away in the far corner. 2:39 to play in this first half. Still 21-20. Tigers with a 1-point lead. It is Justin Lukens with it right arc, trying to work against Mitchell. Mitchell falls. Lukens throws up the shot, and Badger will come away with the rebound. So the Rams might be able to take the lead here if they can get some points. 2:22 to play in this first half. Of course, we have your second chance auto halftime show coming up after the break.
Herrin going 1-3-1 on this possession.
Down the left arc. Trimble all alone for three. Could use it. No answer there. Payne gets a rebound. Bounces a couple times. Doesn't get the basket here on the left side. Put back by Badger's not good. Nearly gets it stuck, and the rebound will go to Hart. He'll lead Manny up the floor. Left corner. Now throws down low for Harris. Payne will take it away, and Payne is forced out of bounds by Harris. That'll be his first foul.
Mount Vernon's got to take care of things underneath. Boy, when they get those shots that close, you got to figure out a way to put them in. And Mount Vernon's lost a couple like that, dropped off the iron, ran over the rim. Got to be able to put those away when you get that close.
1:57 to play here in the first half. Payne a chance to tie and or take the lead if he can knock down this first free throw and then knock down the bonus. Who will be your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game? Tough to say at this point as Payne makes the first. We're tied at 21. Support your Mount Vernon Rams with a Ram debit card from Community First Bank. Community First Bank is the only bank with debit cards tied to the Rams with a portion of the revenue going to Mount Vernon High School. Payne's second at the line is good, and the Rams are back on top, 22-21. Colton Metter will come back into the ball game, presumably for Clay Payne. Thoughts thus far?
Very choppy, and I think some things haven't gone Mount Vernon's way. Herrin's come up to the task. Herrin's played their best first half or best half of basketball all week.
Lukens with the basketball left side, trying to drive past the right, kicks it out the elbow, goes wing for Hart. Up top, it's Manny. Looks towards that left elbow, kicks it back for Hart, nearly taken away by Mitchell. Wide open, Nate Lukens for three. Back on top for the Tigers, 24-22.
Big ball movement, better ball movement than defense right now.
Up the right side, now make it left. Will come the Rams. It's Slidell from Trimble. And now stolen away, but tipped out of bounds by Davis. It'll be Ram basketball, side out of bounds. Of course, we'll have a Tony Wilt scoreboard update or two coming your way in the second chance auto halftime show.
I like to see Mount Vernon. obviously get a basket here, but you like to see them move it around a little bit. Kind of stagnant offensively tonight.
Badger left baseline with the basketball, gives back sideline for Flota. Now to Trimble in the corner. Flota wide open left side, goes down low. Badger not in position, but he'll turn around, use the body. We're tied at 24.
No help side defense. Delonte Badger goes into double figures with 11.
Not a bad move there by Mr. Badger. And now opposite side of the floor, Davis throws up a long one. Rebound goes backdoor, and Manny will take the lead for the Tigers. Off of the backside jumper, 26-24.
Mount Vernon's starting to get beat on the boards a little bit right now.
Near side, it'll be Lydell across the timeline. Kicks it out, right wing. That was Lydell into the corner for Badger. Badger cross courts to Lydell on the left wing. Looking baseline for Flota. Rams down 2 with 30 seconds to play in the half. 26-24 Tigers. Flota with the basketball, wide open. Goes right side. Finds Trimble. Now right baseline for Badger. They'll stick a double team on him real quick out of the zone. And now, between the circles, will be Lydell with 22 seconds. Looks left side. Flota wide open. Rams with the last shot, apparently. And in the left corner, goes back to Lydell. Right timeline for Trimble. Left wing. Lydell kicks it to Flota. He's stuffed at the basket. Or Metter, rather. And Metter will go the line to shoot, too.
That's how you got to go at it. Take it to the defender by the hose strong. Don't mess around with it.
So now Colton Metter gets a chance to tie the game with 7.2 seconds left to go in this first half.
Got to knock down free throws. This will be a key to success this year if Mount Vernon can make free throws on a consistent basis.
First free throw's no good, so all I can do is make it a 1-point game here at this trip to the line. Rams basketball, as always, presented by Banterra Bank. Help make your kids' future a victory. Teach them the importance of saving today with Banterra's Smart Kids Savings Account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Metter makes a second 1-point ball game, 26-25. Nate Lucas with the basketball, crosses the timeline right side with 4. Steps to the right wing, now up top with 2. He'll throw it up left arc. No good at the buzzer. And we are at the half. The Herrin Tigers 26, the Mount Vernon Rams 25. This is Rams basketball on WMIX.
Remember last Christmas? Oh, yeah. You try to forget about that awful time you gave your dad and the pink lady golf balls you gave your brother. Now you can give the gift of golf for less, a lot less, at Rendley College Golf Outlet in Mount Vernon. Select drivers are now half off, including the Nike Mach-C Black, just $149.99, or the Nike VR Pro, just $199.99, or save $100 on the TaylorMade Superfast 2.0, now just $199.99. Give the gift of a great short game. TaylorMade Burner 1.0 irons are now only $399.99. Titleist AC 710 irons saves $200, now only $499.99. Related bag for these great savings, like a brand new Bing golf bag, now 25% off. As of November 15th, save on the #1 gift in golf. Titleist Pro V1 golf balls, holiday special, only $59.99 per dozen. All Bridgestone Tour B330s are just $37.99 per dozen, and Top Flight D2 15 packs are just $10.99. The season never ends at Red Lake College Golf Outlet in Mount Vernon. Stop by Black Friday from 6 a.m. until 10 for even bigger savings and other sales throughout the weekend.
It's amazing how versatile the Saturday Sports Show has become. What do you mean you slept in last week? Set your alarm for 8:08 this Saturday morning at Junior Radio to AM 940. More Mount Vernon Rams talk, more Jefferson County talk, and more amped-up coverage of Southern Illinois sports. Hear from the best coaches, experts, and sports know-it-alls available. Sports talk worth waking up for. Saturday mornings from 8:08 till 10 a.m. on WMIX AM 940 and online at mywinnersradio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. We'd like to welcome the newest member of the Community First family, Debbie Bartolomucci.
I'm very excited to join Community First. I look forward to continuing to serve my existing accounts and making new friends as well.
Stop by and see us today at any of our 5 locations in Jefferson County. Now at Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC.
If I could see into the future, you know what I want to know? I'd want to know how the whole thing is going to turn out. Did I make the right decisions for my business? Helping my daughter memorize all 50 states in alphabetical order. Did it really matter?
Understanding that the future is about planning, not worrying, is why Erie Insurance is above all in service. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you.
Your Erie agent in Mount Vernon is the Bean Insurance Agency.
Get a quote at 242-6017.
It's
going to be a nasty winter, so get the vehicle you can depend on now at Second Chance Auto. They have the vehicle you're looking for, probably priced under $10,000. And most have a 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. And there's bank rate financing for everyone. Second Chance Auto has been helping people just like you for over 32 years. So get your quality pre-owned vehicle from Second Chance Auto today. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Or call 244-4582. That's 244-4582. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX. The Second Chance Auto halftime show starts now.
And welcome back to Herrin. This is your Second Chance Auto halftime show. The Mount Vernon Rams trailing the Herrin Tigers 26-25. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside WMIX online and mywithersradio.com. And Danny, the Rams led by as many as 7. 12-5, I believe, in the first quarter, now trailing by 1 at the half. And I guess you could say it was a tale of two quarters there in that first half.
It kind of was, but in all reality, when you look at the game, this is a Rams pace. I mean, Mount Vernon's only allowed 40 in points average this week in 2 games. But I think the thing that's happened is we've had a little adversity on the offensive end. We can't get the outside shots to fall. What I mean by those, by about 15 feet and further. So when you don't hit those outside shots and things don't come as easily, how will the team react? I thought early on in the first half, Mount Vernon panicked a little bit, started looking around, gave up a lead. Even though they're still down by 1, I think they could be still down by worse than just 1 point, because as the game went on in the second quarter, you could tell that Mount Vernon was able to kind of get their rhythm, figure some things out, at least get some shots up, and also to score some points.
And that they did. This is your Second Chance Auto halftime show. Get the car you want today at Second Chance Auto. Second Chance has the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, priced under $10,000 in one location. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. We'll take a break, come back with some stats and a scoreboard update. This is Rams basketball on WMIX.
Hometown proud to roll the IGA. There's no better way to shop today for Robiac IGA. It's for Robiac, you know it's fresh for you and your family. If it's for Robiac, you got the best. It's the hometown proud you see. Hometown proud for Robiac IGA. Hometown proud for Robiac IGA.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back out to the 94 Sports Mobile Studios on WMIX and mywithersradio.com.
And welcome back to Herrin at the half. 26-25, the host Tigers lead the Mount Vernon Rams. This is your Second Chance Auto halftime show. Get bank rate financing at Second Chance with the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced under $10,000 and bank rate financing for everyone. You can get the car you want today. It's time now to take a look at your halftime stats.
For the Mount Vernon Rams, they go 9 of 18 from 2-point range in the first half, 50%. Didn't hit a 3-point attempt in 5 shots. The Rams go 9 of 23 from the field in the first half for 30%. For Herrin, 7 of 14 from 2-point range, 50%. The Tigers are 3 of 7 for 43% from behind the line. 3 of those 3-pointers, all of them coming in the second quarter. And Herrin goes 10 of 21 from the field in the first half for 48%. Free throw shooting, Mount Vernon only 7 of 13 for 54%. Herrin hit all 5 of their free throws. The Rams have out-rebounded the Tigers 18-9. Turnovers, Mount Vernon has 5. Herrin has 3. The Tigers were led in scoring in the first half by Bobby Manny's 11 points. Justin Lukens had 8. DeMarlo Harris 4, and Deshaun Hart had 3. The Rams had 7 players score in the first half. Leonta Badger led the way with 11 points. Trevor Flota had 4. Colton Metter 3. Travis Mitchell, Clay Payne, Jaron Lydell had 2, and Tyrell Trimble had 1, as the Rams have trailed here at the half by 1 point to the Herrin Tigers by a score of 26-25.
Get started right and let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert, and also the official accounting firm of our halftime stats. We need to take a break. When we come back, we'll have a scoreboard update. This is the Second Chance Auto Halftime Show on WMIX.
Has your bank recently stopped offering free checking? Don't get burned by all the fees. Switch to People's National Bank today. People's National Bank's free checking includes a free Visa check card, free bill pay, and free online banking, as well as unlimited check writing. People's National Bank, proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. People's National Bank, member FDIC. Non-use fees may apply.
When you want the best, think the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. The Orthopedic Center has the unique distinction of being one of only 2 non-academic accredited orthopedic teaching and research facilities in the state of Illinois. Our goal in education is to inspire the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. Patient care, education, and research are our core strengths. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive, Mount Vernon, and St. Mary's the Samaritans Centralia campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
With more in-game score updates than anyone else, this is Rams basketball on WMIX.
And welcome back, your Second Chance Auto Halftime Show. Bank rate financing and the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced under $10,000. What's not to love about Second Chance Auto? Get the car you want today at Second Chance, Route 142 East. In Mount Vernon, time now for a comprehensive State Farm scoreboard update.
Well, Herrin tournament tonight. In the first game, it was East St. Louis over Marion 64-48. At the Grayville tournament tonight, in overtime, NCOE beat Clay City 42-34. At the Effingham St. Anthony tournament, Flora beat Mattoon 53-48. At Alton, O'Fallon holds on for a 1-point victory over Vashon 82-81.
And, of course, some scores that are in progress. After 3 at Christopher, Thompsonville leads Cobden 37-27. And at Jacksonville in the Crimson Classic, the Centralia Orphans lead the Jacksonville Crimson 48-39. And with 3:20 left to go in the first half at Grayville, Sisney has a 20-16 lead over Edwards County. That scoreboard update presented by Tony Welch, your State Farm insurance agent. For all of your insurance and financial service needs, visit your local State Farm agent, Tony Welch. He is on the corner of 42nd South Water Tower in Mount Vernon, or Herrin High School Gymnasium. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 26-25 is your score here at the half as we're prepared for second half action. The Rams will try to make something happen here, down at the half, I believe, for the first time this season.
Yeah, first time, and really, like I said, some adversity here. Mount Vernon battling through, finding their way. If some jump shots start falling in the second half, Mount Vernon might be okay. But again, if they don't start falling, Mount Vernon's going to have to grind it out and work that offense.
Let's see how the Rams start out here. It'll be starters. It'll be Jaron Lydell, Tyrell Trimble, Travis Mitchell, Leonte Badger, and Clay Payne. Justin Lukens will bring the ball across the timeline. I've been calling him Nate all night as my mnemonic devices have failed me. On the near side, it's Hart for Herrin. They go right to left. Nate Lukens gets it up top at the volleyball line. Coming near side, here we go. And it'll be Hart on the near arc, goes up top to Justin Lukens. Right wing for Nate Lukens. He'll drive with the left hand, kicks it just inside the free throw line. Shot's no good, and the rebound will go to Harris. Stripped out of bounds and remain with the Tigers.
Now Vernon's got to hit the boards. Harris is a guy who can dominate with his strength and athleticism. Got to get him boxed out and away from the rim.
Lukens will trigger. That's Justin. Hart with the basketball, swings around to Nate Lukens on the right side at the volleyball line. Now goes to the far sideline for brother Nate. At least I think they're brothers. Right elbow. And now it's going to be a kick out left wing for Hart. Thought about the three. It'll be tipped out of bounds off of number 33, Bobby Manny. And the Rams get the ball back. 7:15 to play in the third. Still down one. It's 26-25. 7:11 to play here. Rams with the basketball. Third quarter action. Right wing. It is Lydell looking right corner for Payne. Cross court all alone. Trimble for three in the lead. No. Goes out of the backboard out of bounds. 26-25. The score remains, and Herrin gets the ball back.
Yeah, Trimble's not got it. I mean, it's one of those deals. You got to keep shooting. He just doesn't have it. Maybe for him, shot fake, get around, and maybe get a mid-range jumper or get to the rim to try to get himself going.
6:52 to play in this third quarter. Still 26-25. Hart looking for the lob down low. Harris kicks out to a wide open Lukens. Justin Lukens for three. Off back iron, and Harris will get the rebound. Kick out to Nate Lukens near corner. Here come the Tigers. It'll be a kick out to Hart. Swings it around the right wing. There's Justin Lukens. Now back to DeMarlo Harris. Shy of the right elbow. Cross court pass to Hart. Keeps it inbounds. Now it'll go left wing to Nate Lukens. Between the circles to the wing, it'll be Justin Lukens. DeMarlo Harris, the long jumper, is no good. Rebound will be tipped away by the Rams, recovered by Travis Mitchell.
If he wants to shoot out there, speaking of Harris, let him shoot. Going to get him away from the basket at least.
Left elbow, it'll be Mitchell. Looks for Trimble, backdoor Payne, now back to the opposite backdoor. How many doors are there for the Mount Vernon Rams? Doesn't matter because Leonte Badger gets the lead back to the orange and black.
Door to interior passing, Chris. That's the main thing, was Payne to Badger. And that's important to Mount Vernon take the lead back.
27-26 is that score. It'll be on the right wing now. Hart looking to drive. He's fouled by Lydell. That'll be the first foul of this half. Rams basketball is presented by Banterra Bank. Don't foul out. Take control of your health care expenses with a tax-advanced health savings account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. Hello, Jeff Lonan. He is tuned in tonight. His Lady Rams in action Friday at 1 o'clock against the Nashville Hornets. Up top, it'll be Hart swinging around Nate Lukens, left wing. Left elbow to Harris. In the lane to Manny, looking for the turnaround. Double team. There's a foul on Leonte Badger, as ticky-tack as it may or may not have been.
Second foul on Badger, second on the Rams in as many seconds, it seems like. Got the pressure. Too much arm, too much hand. Legitimate foul.
Hart with it right volleyball line. Comes to the left side for Nate Lukens. Steps to the wing. Now he'll come around to the right wing. Drop it off for Hart. Back up top to Manny. He looks around right wing for Lukens. Lukens off a right-handed dribble. Will have to go back. No, it'll go to Tyrell Trimble off the interception. Trimble, great awareness there to keep it away from Manny, who was coming up behind him. Shy of the circle. Trimble will go left corner for Payne. He'll drive to the basket. Good. And Clay Payne gives the Rams a three-point cushion. 29-26. And Irv Lukens wants a timeout. This timeout's presented by Ford Square, where it's a year-end celebration. Great holiday offers on a great selection of Fords and Lincolns. It's the newest technology, money-saving fuel economy, and right now a great deal at Ford Square of Mount Vernon. 5:06 to play. Third quarter action, the Rams with a three-point lead, 29-26. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski, Jeff Crow with you, Avery Barton back in the studio, pushing the buttons. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
WMIX Sports on Facebook. This is 50,000 watts of the Mount Vernon Rams on 94.1 FM WMIX. Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Hello to our listeners worldwide on mywithersradio.com and those of you watching as well on mywithersradio.com, wherever you may be. Maybe Georgia. So hello to everyone who may be tuned in tonight, and happy Thanksgiving to you here on Thanksgiving Eve. Tigers will inbound in front of the scorers table in the backcourt for Justin Lukens.
It was Las Vegas Monday night.
We had LV representing. Not bad. Worldwide, we mean it. Of course, that's still America, but hey. Up top, it'll be DeMarlo Harris looking right wing for Lukens. Down low, Manny outside the paint, kicks it in, and throws up a wild shot, no good. Trimble with the rebound, brings it across left side. 4:40 to play in the third quarter. Left elbow, it's Mitchell, kicks out right wing. Was able to find Lydell in the corner. Payne looking inside for Badger. Pass tipped away with the long arms of Harris. Here comes Justin Lukens. Manny within the corner. Back to Lukens. They'll swing it around Nate Lukens near side. Looking to dribble drive. Shut out. Has to give to Hart left wing. Up top for Manny at the 4:20 mark of this third quarter. Now back to the near side. Nate Lukens. Once inside for Harris. It's shut off. Got away possibly with a walk there, but Harris is able to get the pass. Cross-court pass. Dangerous one for Hart. He'll tiptoe that sideline and get it up top to Manny. Now near side for Justin Lukens at the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. Who will be your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game? More on Com First after. We'll see what Herrin does here. Give me time to tell you, you can come start a banking relationship at Community First Bank. You won't be disappointed. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking with locations in Ina, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon. Officials timeout. What's the call? Blood,
Bobby
perhaps?
Manny ran off the floor. Hurting from something. Not sure what it is. Maybe a left leg issue.
We'll see. They'll tend to him over there on the Herrin bench. 3:50 to play here in the third quarter, and making his way back into the ball game is Alex Davis. Far side, it'll be Nate Lukens. Gives it up near wing for Hart. Left corner for Justin Lukens. Inside to Marlo Harris off the block, and it's good. It's back to a one-point game, 29-28, 3:33 to go in the third.
Badger can't let him catch it that close. And, of course, the guard pressure out front on the pass has to be a lot better as well.
It is a lob right wing to Payne, who has it tipped out of bounds by Nate Lukens. Payne saw him go by, but didn't feel him come back. And that's a breath of good luck for the Rams.
Mount Vernon needs a basket. Need a good possession here.
Need a basket in a big way. Floater will trigger. Has Trimble in the near corner. It's a cross-court pass. It's intercepted. Payne doesn't step up to get it, and here comes Hart. Swung around left wing for Nate Lukens. Davis is going to drive. Gets the spin, gets the bucket. It's 30-29, and the Tigers are up 1.
Yeah, bad defense by Mount Vernon.
And a turnover in the backcourt as the Rams can't get it across. Lydell looking for Trimble, but there's a man there. And with 3:01 to go, the Tigers get the ball back, a chance to make it a 3-point lead.
And
or
the
even
Rams
more.
just have not played very well in this quarter. Lots of turnovers. 3 already, and we're 5 minutes in. Just cannot do things like that.
Far side, it'll be Hart with the basketball. Drives near the elbow, kicks out to Nate Lukens. 2:52 to play in the third. Still a 1-point game, 30-29. Justin Lukens, a bounce pass on the near baseline. Davis will kick out. There's an interception for Jaron Lydell. Here come the Rams. Lydell up the left side all the way, length of the floor. Basket waved off, foul on the floor, and that'll be, you're kidding me.
Really?
A charge.
I don't agree because Lydell was going to the rim, and he slid to the right as he was in midair, and the defender moved with him. That's not a call, but it is the toughest call in the book. However, if the half circle's underneath, that's a blocking foul on Herrin. That's why I've asked for years, put that half circle underneath there.
Left wing, it's Hart. Up top to Nate Lukens. Now left elbow to Marlo Harris. He'll swing it out. There comes Hart with the ball fake. Gives back up top. Lukens. Now Justin Lukens from Nate. And at the right wing, looking to make something happen with it. Up top, it'll be Hart again. Looking to start a foundation. 2:10 to play in the third quarter. 30-29. Herrin up 1. Justin Lukens with the basketball. Right volleyball line. Gives back to Nate on the near side with 2:02 to play. Harris has it stolen away by Badger. Just tipped as Harris will recover. Great play by Badger, however. And Nate Lukens finds a seam, drives, got away with a walk or two. And a foul at the basket will make it a 3-point game. 32-29 as Lukens is able to get the basket. He'll go to the line for the N1.
Well, you just have way too much reaching going on. A lot of Mount Vernon players not moving their feet, reaching in, trying to make the easy steal, and not doing the work necessary to move your feet.
Free throw's no good. Rebound, Clay Payne. It'll be Lydell bringing it up with 1:46 to play in the third quarter. Trapped there in the scorer's table corner. And now Scott Gamber wanted the timeout. And Scott Gamber was yelling for a timeout, and they can't hear him. 1:37 to go in the third quarter. Don't get a technical and embarrassing situation. Make sure you've opted in your debit card for overdraft purchases. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. That might be the first question I ask, is how long were you calling for the timeout before you didn't get it?
He's calling well before the official was standing right there at the half line. Pitiful.
Far side, it'll be Lukens with the basketball. Comes near wing for Hart. Up top to Marlo Harris. Herrin up 32-29 with 1:20 to play in this third. And Trimble comes up with a steal. Picks the pocket of Lukens, and now Lukens gets a frustration foul. Will they count the shot attempt? And Lukens might have taken the worst of it out of bounds.
Well, Lukens is going to take the worst of it because that's going to be his 4th foul. So he's going to have probably have a seat.
Which Lukens fouled out against Salem? 10 Lukens or 21 Lukens?
10 Lukens.
Interesting.
Oh.
1:11 to play in the third quarter as Trimble goes to the line to shoot 2 and try to at least make it a 1-point game if he can sink them both. Makes the first. It's 32-30.
Looking around at some of the people in the stands, saw somebody walk in that I need to reacquaint myself with as soon as this game's over.
56-56 is the score in Jacksonville. Centralia and the Crimson tied with a minute to go in the fourth quarter. That scoreboard update's brought to you by Tony Wilton, State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance, financial service needs, it's Tony Wilton, Mount Vernon. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Centralia had, what, a 9-point lead a while ago?
Yes, they did, and Trimble drains them both. 48-39 was that end of third quarter score. It's 32-31 here. Herrin by 1 with the basketball. It'll be Justin Lukens bringing it across right side. Comes between the circles, pulls up for 3. Looks good. It is. 35-31 with less than a minute to play here in the third.
That's going to be the key to Herrin this year. If they can knock down threes, they're going to be a pretty lethal team. If they don't make shots, they're going to be in some trouble from that behind that arc.
Right wing, it was Lydell looking for Trimble from Payne. Long 3 forced up, no good, and a foul on Lydell.
Well, the problem right now is Mount Vernon can't knock down a shot, a 3 from the outside. cannot make one. And when you have that not dropping, you start getting frustrated. Things start to become difficult now. And you got to keep your heads up. You got to keep plugging away.
Here comes Justin Lukens. 33 seconds to go in the third. Herrin's up 4, 35-31, and now 3 in the lane. That'll be a turnover on. What was it?
Nope, he's calling. It's not 3-second lane violation, and he stepped out of bounds to go around to get out. Some call you don't see very often, but
the mechanics would have suggested otherwise there for a moment.
Well, the mechanics would have been a timeout a while ago too, but we'll have to move on as we digress.
Near side, it'll be Lydell giving back left wing. Back door from Trimble to Payne. He'll get the bucket in the bruise as he leans in for that one. Great play by Clay Payne. Say that 3 times fast, and with 19.3 ticks to go in the third quarter clock, Payne could make it a 1-point ball game.
Not only leaned in, but about fell down, tripped over 2 feet. Another set of feet, got the basket to go in. That was a tough shot to make by Clay Payne.
A lot of big feet in there. Gigantopithecus is what they would be called. Free throw's no good, and the rebound goes to Manny with 17 seconds. 35-33, here we go. Justin Lukens, left wing. Between the circle, swings over right side. Manny gives it back to Lukens. He'll step up top. Badger going for the steal. That aggressive play. It's Harris leaning in for the bucket and the bruise, and we could have a chance for Marion to extend the lead to 5 if they can knock down the and one with 3.1 seconds to go in the third.
Yeah, Mount Vernon letting Harris, Manny, and anybody else in a white jersey get too comfortable in that post position, and by the time they get the ball, it's almost 2 points, make that 3.
38-33, 3 seconds left to go in the third. Rams down 5. It's a quick inbound. It'll be Trimble from half court. Rams need it. It's off the mark. We reach the end of 3 quarters. The Herrin Tigers 38, the Mount Vernon Rams 33. This is Rams basketball on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. We'd like to welcome the newest member of the Community First family, Debbie Bartolomucci.
I'm very excited to join Community First. I look forward to continuing to serve my existing accounts and making new friends as well.
Stop by and see us today at any of our 5 locations in Jefferson County. Now at Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC.
Hometown proud for Robiac IGA. There's no better way to shop today for Robiac IGA. If it's for Robiac, you know it's fresh for you and your family. If it's for Robiac, you got the best. Hometown proud is free. Hometown proud for Robiac IGA. Hometown proud for Robiac IGA.
With more in-game score updates than anyone else, this is Rams basketball on WMIX.
And welcome back to Herrin High School. We head to the fourth quarter. Rams trailing the Tigers 38-33 against the home team here in the Pyramid Plus tournament. Rams looking to keep that perfect record intact. Tigers, meanwhile, looking for their first win of the year. It's a trap in that corner for Trimble. Underneath the paint, can't connect on the bunny. And the rebound will be battled for. It'll be a jump ball underneath. And the basketball will belong to the Tigers.
Frustrating. Again, Mount Vernon battling here, getting layups like that, and you miss. You go up tentative, you're going to miss it more times than not.
$7:50 to play in the regulation. 38-33 if you're just joining us. Rams down 5. It'll be Harris on the inbound to Justin Lukens. Great pressure applied by Trevor Flota, but Lukens will get across the timeline before Flota can make a move. A 5-point lead for the Tigers. Manny with the basketball, and as Tyrell Trimble tries to back tap at about the center circle, he'll be whistled for a foul. And Manny will go to the line. Let's get technical about going green. Banterra offers free online bill pay and online statements. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC as Manning makes the first. Extends the lead to 6.
This is not the Herrin Tigers that we've seen this week.
Not the Herrin Tigers we used to see in November. 7:38 to play. Up 7, 40-33. Lydell brings it across the timeline, left wing for Trimble. Badger, wide open left corner, comes to Lydell on the near wing. Back to Tyrell, left wing. Jaron with the right side, goes right corner for Clay Payne.
It's 1-3-1 for Herrin, giving Mount Vernon fits right now. They're trying to debate how to attack it.
Right corner, Clay Payne with the basketball. Bounce pass right wing for Lydell. Gets near the circle, goes back to Payne on the near sideline with 7:07 to play. Still 40-33, Herrin on top. Have outplayed the Rams for the last 3 quarters. And now a turnover as the pass slips through the hands of Jaron Lydell out of bounds. He was looking at the passer, but you got to catch that if it's in your hands.
Yeah, Mount Vernon at times some lazy passes against this 1-3-1 and seemed very tentative moving against it as well.
They're going to want a towel maybe.
Scott Gamber didn't want to give him one.
Don't blame him.
Tom Portner had one, and Scott said we don't have one.
6:58 to play here in the fourth quarter. Rams trail 40-33.
Got a group meeting here at the free throw line on the Herrin end. 5 Mount Vernon Rams meeting, discuss some things, maybe some self-motivation for the players, trying to get something going. It's a frustrating night for Mount Vernon right now.
You bet it is. As the deity has been invoked. 6:55 to play in the fourth quarter, 40-33. Herrin up 7. Justin Lukens with the basketball between the circles to Manny. Now DeMarlo Harrison on the action. Swinging up the right side for Justin Lukens. In the paint, it's tipped away, intended for Harris. Recovered by Herrin, and a jump ball will give it back to the Rams.
Well, you can't complain about the effort, though. You saw 3 jerseys from Mount Vernon diving on the floor, trying to get that loose ball, forced a jump ball, and get the turnover and get the ball back. That's very impressive. If you got to have Scott Gamber have to see those guys diving on the floor like that and showing that hustle.
Wholeheartedly agree. 6:38 to play. Fourth quarter action. Rams with the basketball. Right wing it is Lydell. Looks for Payne on the sideline. Down 7. And it'll be a charge on Payne. He ran right into Hart. I didn't see it well enough to know one way or the other.
Don't think there'll be any disagreement from a yonder, and that's a 4th foul on Payne.
Yet another turnover on the Rams. I believe that is their 12th. 6:22 to play. Herrin with the basketball. Hart with it up top. Looks right post. Able to find Harris.
Yep.
And that's when you know things are going your way. You have 3 men on you. Still use that height to your advantage to get the bucket and make it a 9-point game, 42-33.
Mount Vernon doesn't have the strength to battle him once he gets it in that close, and not many teams will this year against Herrin.
He was one of the keys coming into the night, and he has certainly been the one that has opened the door for the Tigers. Lydell with it up top. Looking around that left side at the sideline. Drops it off for Tribble. He'll attack. Finds the seam. Reverse. It's good. And the Rams finally stopped the bleeding, albeit a little bit. Down 7 again, 42-35. Timeout on the floor is presented by King City Chrysler Center, where the best never rest. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Jeff Crow as well. Avery Barton back at the studio. The Rams with 5:50 to play in the fourth quarter. Trail the Herrin Tigers 42-35.
Little less tentative attacking the 1-3-1 tonight on that particular possession. The problem is Mount Vernon settled for jump shots too often against this 1-3-1, and it seems like when Herrin switched to that defense, the 1-3-1, Mount Vernon's offense went away, settled for more jump shots.
But on the bright side, you learn now instead of later on in the season. We haven't seen a lot of zone. Good time to learn how to react and make those adjustments going into later games this season. The ones that really count.
And you don't see a lot of that in 1-3-1, the high school level, but Herrin throws it out here. And again, it's a tough defense. I mean, you got some athletes for Herrin that can place in different spots, and Herrin able to take that to their advantage and use that to their ability to get some turnovers. And Mount Vernon being tentative early maybe has figured it out a little bit. We'll see.
Who will be your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game? Community First Bank with more Jefferson County locations than anyone else. Locally owned, but decisions made here. Proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams and Jefferson County with locations in Ina, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 in Mount Vernon. That's coming up in the Bean Insurance postgame show. Justin Lukens brings it across. Right in front of the scores table at the timeline. 5:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. Herrin is up 7, 42-35. Lukens got the ball back from Davis, and now we'll have a ticky-tack on Mr. Lydell.
Wow. Lydell has 4. You're going to blow them like that, folks. You're going to have a lot of people foul out. That's sensitive at best. And I don't like to talk about officials, but that was a sensitive foul.
And Lucan's first is good, so he'll get a second and a chance to make it a 9-point ball game with 5:32 to play in the fourth.
Those kinds of things in the South 7 are play-ons, aren't they?
Yep.
As I move along this year.
Typically. Second one's good, 44-35. Right wing, it is Clay Payne looking to drive. Has to cut back towards the baseline. Drives basket, looks backdoor for Badger. He won't get the shot nor the foul. The tip will be ahead to Lucan, so Rams will not be called for the over and back since Justin Lucan sit it in the backcourt. Now, Trimble will drive, looking to make something happen. Will get the blocking foul on the Tiger defender. Risky maneuver by Trimble. But it'll pay off here as a foul will be on Hart.
Rams caught a break there. Risky move, but could have been a charge, but we'll take it and go to line and shoot two. Maybe get some points, not cutting this lead, but the clock stopped.
$44-35 is the Ram deficit with 5:10 to play in regulation. Trimble at the line will make the first. Let's see if he can do that on the second. 44-36.
Mount Vernon loses. A lot more people have a shot to get into the co-championship title run on Saturday night.
No kidding. What a funky tiebreaker that would set up. I forget how they do it here as Trimble makes them both. He has 7 on the night. Rams are down 7, 44-37. Some pressure in the backcourt here for the Rams, and Herrin turns the ball over.
You can see it happen. Mount Vernon threw their first press of the evening on, and Herrin freaked out. Eyeballs got buggy, hands got sweaty, ball flew into the front row bleachers. Rams with a turnover and the basketball.
Trimble will trigger. Ooh, it'll go into the backcourt for Lydell. That was close, thankfully.
Can't be over and back as inbound on the baseline.
And here we go. Trimble, a nice move to the basket coming from the left side. Reverses hands and makes it a 5-point game, 44-39. The inbound comes to the backcourt. Rams will pressure. It's Justin Lucas. Forces the turnover. Clay Payne. Up ahead. Trimble reverse. Yes! And the Rams are back within 3, 44-41. Timeout, Herrin. This timeout is presented by Ford Square. The F-150 boasts an exclusive EcoBoost engine, which means more power with better fuel efficiency. Test drive the large truck champion for 34 years at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. You can count on us. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski and Jeff Crow. 4:45 to play in the fourth quarter here on WMIX with video online at mywithersradio.com. The Rams are within 3. 44-41 your score, and a couple of quick turnovers there against the Tigers, and we never got into the Tiger front court.
Pressure. You know, Herrin does not handle it well. Herrin likes to press, which is the motto and MO of a lot of teams. Teams that like to press don't like to be pressed themselves, and Herrin that time Mount Vernon puts a little pressure on him, and all of a sudden, case of Herrin turning the ball over, bouncing the ball off everybody around the gymnasium, and Mount Vernon gets some points and cuts it to 3.
When's the last time the Centralia Orphans were 0-2 to start the season?
They are now.
Yep.
I didn't know if that was a trick question or what you were trying to pull.
That score and more.
Don't have that one on there. I couldn't find the pairings today.
I got you.
My usual websites of multiples were not available to list those pairings.
I will go ahead and write it down here if that's okay.
Put a spot.
I'll put it as Jacks. Hopefully
I got
you. Okay.
Unless it's the Jaguars.
4:45 to play. We'll give that scoreboard update now. So Trey falls to Jacksonville, 61-58. They're 0-2.
They'll be ready to go next Friday night.
Oh, of course they will.
Don't worry.
And a quick foul on Tyrell Trimble. That is his third. Going to the line will be Alex Davis of the Tigers with 4:44 to play and a 3-point lead.
2 shots now for Herrin the rest of the way. 10 team fouls on the Rams.
Of course, that scoreboard update was presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or the corner of 42nd Street and South Water Tower Place. If you see that red Jeep in the parking lot, stop in. He would love to meet with you. Davis at the line shooting 2 for the Tigers. His first one is no good. Could this be a comeback for the Rams? Or will it not? We'll find out. We'll have hopefully talk to Scott Gamber, the Bean Insurance postgame show regardless, as Davis makes the seconds. 4-point game, 45-41 with plenty of time to play. 4:43 in the fourth. Risky pass to Clay Payne coming up that right side. He'll drive. Doesn't get the bucket, gets the roll off of the rim, gets his own rebound, fights for it, puts up a shot, no good, and a jump ball called at the last second. Clay Payne had possession when the jump ball was called. And Scott Gamber not happy, and for For one, I don't blame him.
Yeah. Mount Vernon will pressure here.
It'll be Justin Lukens bringing it up the floor. Stuck along that near side. Throws out a Clay Payne out of bounds. Great move by Lukens. That was
That's
his
a
only
tough
option.
call because of a 4-point lead, and Mount Vernon had to lose it on a jump ball. Darn.
Cell signal not being too kind to us tonight here at Herrin High School, apparently. 4:24 to play here in the fourth quarter. It's a 4-point game, 45-41. On the far side, it'll be Hart coming around. Looks backside for Manny. Nearly had it stripped away. Jump ball forced that time. And hello, beauty control.
Hey,
It's going the Rams' way.
Nice to see Mary Kay and Maybelline. They showed up late after some early shopping before Black Friday.
Up the left side, here come the Rams. Make that the right as Lydell gets it from Trimble in the backcourt. 4:08 to play in regulation. It's 45-41 Herrin. Lydell's going to drive. Kicks out to Payne. Would have been a good time maybe to take his first three-point attempt from the sharpshooter. Up top, it is Trimble with the basketball. 3:55 to go now. Down for the Rams, 45-41. Left side, Lydell. Risky pass on the near side. Rams got to be careful. That's Trimble. Looking backdoor for Badger. It was a risk again. Rams are willing to take it. That'll be a foul from behind on Herrin. I don't agree with that either.
I didn't see that one.
I didn't see a foul on Davis.
We'll play on.
I'm sorry, they announced that on Hart. I thought they were getting it on. Okay, well, I really didn't see that. Rams will inbound to Trimble. It was Travis Mitchell on the trigger to the left of the basket. Trimble throws up a baseline jumper. It's good. And the Rams have cut it to 2, 45-43. Here comes Lucan. Shakes past the defender. Gets to the mid-post. Throws up a shot. It'll count. Rocks the rims and falls. It'll be 47-43. Rams are down 4 again. Risky passing around that timeline. And now it's the Badger in the corner, stripped away. Lukens will come up with it, and Justin Lukens is going to quiet down a little bit and bring it across. The Rams pressure, I mean. Coming near side for Hart with 3:09 to play in the fourth quarter. Rams down 4 again, 47-43. Davis on the far side behind the back dribble will come near side between the circles. Gives off to Hart. Hart against Travis Mitchell. Off of the right side, hands off to Lukens. Justin Lukens, the only Lukens in the ballgame at this point with 2:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Here comes Davis. Got the play at the basket, and Clay Payne will pick up his 5th foul.
Yep, he'll foul out with 6 points. Let him get baseline, and Payne couldn't catch back up. And Mr. Payne will foul out with those 6 points and go to the bench.
Score a free throw with Banterra's Visa debit card. It provides the convenience of a checking account and a card. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. Ho-hum. At the line to try to extend the lead is Mr. Davis.
This is turning to be out to the one that got away. Unless Mount Vernon does something. This is one of those they're going to think about long and hard tonight and tomorrow if they don't get this win.
2:45 to play. Still plenty of time left, but the Rams didn't need that. That'll be the first free throw good by Alex Davis. Make it a 5-point game, 48-43. Chance to make it 6 here. Rams have certainly had their opportunities. First one's no good, and we will have a foul on Alex Davis.
We appreciate that foul. You know, that's just the 5th. Mount Vernon will have to inbound.
Rams thought they had a free throw coming their way. Not the case. Still 2 to give for or 1 to give for the Tigers. Side out of bounds, backcourt near side for Mitchell. He'll work it into Lydell. Across the timeline, it is Trimble. Went left corner for Badger, back to Trimble left side. Now a lob pass coming right side from Mr. Lydell with 2:34 to play in the fourth. It's a 48-43 Herrin lead. Pull up 3 for Trimble is on the mark. It's good. Holy cow, the Rams are back within 2, 48-46.
Nice time to heat up, Mr. Trimble. In the quarter, 11, 12 points. Make that 13.
16 on the night. We'll have a forward square timeout. 2:27 to play in the fourth quarter. 48-46, the Rams are back within 2 points. They keep coming back. Herrin just unable to put them away. Of course, the Rams had their chance to put Herrin away early. So I guess it's a little bit of give and take here on Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah, and right now, Mount Vernon's got to play some solid defense. They can't come down here and give up an easy layup or an easy pass inside to Harris. If you're Mount Vernon, you've got to pressure out front. Pressure these guards because it's obvious that Herrin doesn't like to be pressured like this.
2:27 to go in regulation. Herrin's up 2 with the basketball, length of the floor to go. Harris with the trigger to get it into Justin. Pardon me. Justin Lucas. He'll bring it across the timeline left side. Manny with the basketball, looking for the bounce pass down low. Turnover Herrin. Rams can tie or take the lead on this possession with 2:11 to play.
That pass wasn't going to work. He was passing it from the left wing with his right hand to a guy who was covered on his backside toward that angle of the rim. Wasn't going to go to him.
Liddell will bring it across the timeline right side. Throws it into the corner for Flota, and Flota dribbles.
Thanks. He got poked off the puck that time.
Wow.
I mean, just absolutely checked, and it took a couple steps for the foul to get called.
I didn't think he was getting the foul call at first. And so the Rams will trigger.
Davis fouls out with 4 points for Herrin.
Left corner. On for the baseline. 2:03 to play in the fourth. Rams down 2, 48-46 with the basketball. And we'll see Hart back into the ballgame. Travis Mitchell will be the one to trigger. Gets it into Trimble. 48-46 your score. Trimble able to keep possession. That's a quick foul on Hart, his fourth, if that sticks.
Wow. We'll take it. The 1-on-1. Clock stop and an opportunity for the Rams to go to the free throw line.
Of course, the leading scorers for the Tigers, not the ones in foul trouble. But that'll send Tyrell Trimble to the line. A chance to put his stamp on this one. 2 to play in the fourth in case you're just joining us. 48-46. Rams back within 2. A chance to tie at the line as Trimble will knock down the first. He'll get the bonus. Back within 1. 48-47. What a game we've had here thus far. It's been as good as it's been bad. Chance to tie for Trimble. Money. We're tied at 48 with 2 to play.
Woo. Gutsy.
It's interesting, that's for sure. That goes to show you how great of a coach Scott Gamber has become in a short time. Not that he didn't have the potential, but man, he is amazing. 48-48. Lukens with it on the right wing. Gets back to Nate Lukens, so they're both in the game, Nate and Justin. Looking on that far side, it's Hart with 4 fouls. Justin Lukens gets it back up top. No fouls on him. 4 fouls on the other Lukens. And 4 fouls on Deshaun Hart with 1:32 to play. Tied at 48. Lukens between the circles. Comes to Nate Lukens near side. Timeout at Irv Lukens. It's that went Lukens with the Ford Square timeout. It's a year-end celebration of Ford Square. Great holiday offers on a great selection of Fords and Lincolns. It's the newest technology, money-saving fuel economy, and right now a great deal from Ford Square of Mount Vernon. 48-48, 1:27 to play in regulation. Rams and Tigers all tied up, and what an affair we have had here tonight.
Well, Herrin had to call this timeout, and I think if you're Mount Vernon, you really pressure and get after the inbounds pass. Because Herrin has struggled getting it in and handling it when the Mount Vernon Rams have turned up the heat. Then got to play some solid defense. Question will be, Herrin obviously may take a layup, but would Herrin hold it till the end to get the final shot with 1:27 to go in the ball game as this game tied at 48?
It's Herrin basketball coming out of the timeout. Near side out of bounds in the front court for the Tigers, who are going right to left. 1:27 to play. Again, it's tied at 48. Inbound will go to Justin Lukens in the backcourt. Right at the circle is where he brings it across with 1:22 to go. Tied at 48. Rams and Tigers. Hart won the lob for Harris. Instead goes to Nate Lukens, left volleyball line with 1:15. Lukens, a spin move to the basket. Not partially blocked. 50-48. Good move by Lukens to get the points. He has 4, and we'll drop below the minute mark here with the Rams down 2, 50-48 to the Tigers. Great play. Floto alone underneath. No call. Mugged the basket, and he won't get the shot. 50-48 your score. Tigers with the basketball. Couldn't connect underneath all alone. But then had a late turnover here from Leonte Badger. Can't control the basketball. It'll skip ahead. Who comes away with it? Liddell with 40 seconds underneath. Fouled at the hoop. And on the right side, Jaron Liddell will draw the foul from Herrin and go to the line to shoot 2 to try to tie her up.
Fast and furious, folks.
Welcome to 3A.
Man, it is telling you what. It is all over the place. And there, start off with the tentative shot by Flota underneath, going up to the rim. You're not going to get a call. Then comes back the other way, and Herrin turns it over. And then Mount Vernon has the ball, and a timeout was called on the free throw. You have got to be kidding me.
Trying to ice the shooter, apparently, with 38.5 seconds to go.
Wow.
50-48. It's a Ford Square timeout. 38.5 seconds to go. The Rams are down 2. had a chance to tie a moment ago, and what an interesting game we've had here. We've seen it all.
Well, that's bad. When the ball's in a free throw shooter's hand, you can't be giving the team a timeout. You have to pay attention. However, the fact stands, Lydell's going to be at the line to shoot 2 to try to tie this game up with 38 seconds to go. And again, credit Mount Vernon. Haven't had things going their way all evening. However, battled and fought hard. Now, whether they come up to win here in the end or not is yet remain to be seen.
We shall see. It'll be Jaron Lydell at the free throw line with 38.5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Rams are down 2, 50-48. They've been down 9 in this fourth quarter. Next game will be Salem and Massac County. Oh, man. That's a battle of 0-2, or no, 0-2 and 1-1. Massac the 2 losses, Salem the 1-1. So Lydell will finally get a chance to go to the line. Each team with 1 timeout left. Man, it's interesting. Lydell to tie. These will be his biggest free throws early in the season. And he'll miss the first. Needs to work on that form. Great equalizer, them free throws. Them there free throws. 38.5 ticks to go in the fourth quarter clock. Lydell at the line shooting the back into 2. He missed the first. No hope for a tie. Misses it on purpose. And here comes Badger. Badger with the cleanup to tie the game. Count the basket. He goes to the line for the and one to try to take the lead.
Outmaneuvered his man. Basically outquicked him. As soon as he shot it to rim, Badger quickly got the rebound. Was then boxed out after he had it. Shot it, was fouled, put it in. And Badger has his 15th point of the game. What a big play here with 38 seconds to go in the game.
What a play by Leonte. Now at the line to break the tie. Count it. It's 51-50. And the Rams are on top with 36.7 seconds to go. Justin Lukens in the backcourt with the basketball. Crosses left of the circle. Now working towards the right side at the wing. Able to find Manny. Manny drives to the basket. His shot is good. And the Tigers are on top 52-51. 23 seconds to go. It's Trimble across the timeline right side. Both teams with 1 timeout apiece. Left side to Lydell with 16. Back to Trimble on the right wing with 14. With 12, left side. Badger feigns 3, goes back up top. Scott Gabriel with the timeout. And with 10.1 ticks to go, this timeout is brought to you by Ford Square. 10.1 seconds to go. It's a 1-point ball game. Herrin on top, 52-51. And Banterra Bank's been along for the ride. Help make your kids' future a victory by teaching them the importance of saving today with Banterra's Smart Kids Savings Account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. It'll be Ram basketball out of the timeout. 10.1 seconds to go. 52-51. And if you're Scott Gamber, what are you trying to draw up here?
I don't think Scott wanted to call timeout originally on the possession, but I think you saw a couple wayward passes, getting sloppy, kind of being tentative, and I think he called timeout just to kind of get things back in. Now, Mount Vernon out of timeouts. So now when you inbound the basketball, you have to throw it in. You can't take a timeout. You don't have that opportunity. Once you get in, you got to get a good look. I think obviously Trimble is going to be your number 1 option, but Badger and Trimble may be able to work a little 2-man game, maybe get somebody on the backside because the attention of the Tigers defense will go to those 2, maybe catch somebody underneath, maybe a floater, maybe somebody not being guarded, maybe have an opportunity to win this game.
Rams have a lot of shooters out there and a couple of drivers. Near sideline, front court inbound for the Rams. It'll be Trevor Flota. He has Tyrell Trimble, Leonte Badger, Travis Mitchell, and Jaron Lydell. It's into Trimble near corner with 9. Rams down 1, 52-51. Throw up at the free throw line, in and out, no good. Tip back won't go either. The rebound will be corralled by Herrin, and with 1.4 seconds, looks like the Herrin Tigers might have just gotten themselves a game. Still 1.4 seconds left to go. Worst case scenario, Herrin leaves the free throws up 3. Who knows? Maybe a three-quarter court shot would be in the books, but Herrin certainly looks to have it in their favor at this point.
Yeah, have it in their favor.
Scotty has no timeouts.
No timeouts. Hard at the line. Hasn't been there all night. It'll be 2 free throws. He makes 2, makes it difficult. 1.4 seconds. You got to get it and go.
So Hart will be at the line.
I'm surprised Herrin is not electing to put people underneath to make it difficult for Mount Vernon to get the shot.
He'll miss the first.
This is amazing to me.
Communicating with the folks in attendance, 52-51, 1.4 seconds to go. Rams down 1, 52-51. Deshaun Hart at the line, shooting the back end of 2. He missed the first.
Yeah. You have to put people on the line if you're Herrin. You have to.
Got to get that rebound if he misses. He will. Badger comes up with it. He will not get it off in time, and good thing. Good thing it didn't go because he did not get it off in time, but that is your final. The Herrin Tigers get their first win of the year. They hand the Mount Vernon Rams their first loss of the year. 52-51 is your final. We'll discuss it at the Bean Insurance postgame show coming up next.
Christmas? Oh, yeah. You try to forget about that awful time you gave your dad and the pink lady golf balls you gave your brother. Now you can give the gift of golf for less, a lot less, at Renland College Golf Outlet in Mount Vernon. Select drivers are now half off, including the Nike Mach Speed Black, just $149.99. For the Nike VR Pro, just $199.99. Or save $100 on the TaylorMade Superfast 2.0, now just $199.99. Give the gift of a great short game. TaylorMade Burner 1.0 irons are now only $399.99. Titleist AC 1-710 irons save $200, now only $499.99. Related bag for these great savings, like a brand new Bing golf bag, now 25% off. As of November 15th, save on the #1 gift in golf. Titleist Pro V1 golf balls, holiday special, only $39.99 per dozen. All Bridgestone Tour B330s are just $37.99 per dozen, and Top Flight B2 15 packs are just $10.99. The season never ends at Renland College Golf Outlet in Mount Vernon. Stop by Black Friday from 6 a.m. until 10 for even bigger savings and other sales throughout the weekend.
Hello, my name's Richard. When my wife had a heart attack, every second felt like an eternity. I wasn't thinking about what hospital had outstanding results or first-class facilities. All I cared about was getting her help fast. Thankfully, I didn't have to think about those things. The ambulance took us to Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. From the second we were admitted, I knew she was in great hands. My wife was immediately treated by an experienced cardiologist. I have no doubt the folks at Good Samaritan saved my wife's life that day. It wasn't until later that I realized Good Samaritan ranks 20% faster than the national average in response time. And they work directly with the prestigious Open Heart program at Washington University. In 2013, Good Samaritan will be opening an all-new regional health center, making their heart care even greater. We're thankful that such quality care exists right here in Southern Illinois.
Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
Hello, this is Hunt Bonin with People's National Bank. People's National Bank is proud to be a family-owned bank that has served Southern Illinois for over 100 years. We take pride in offering products that are customer convenient and friendly, with free checking, online banking, CD specials, mortgage products, and many other convenient banking services. We have everything to meet your banking needs. Stop by any People's National Bank and see what banking with a family-owned bank is all about. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing limit.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Lincoln dealer. All the luxury and technology you'd ever want. An optional 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 that performs like a V8. Rich, hand-finished leather trim seats and genuine wood trim. So what do you give a car like the 2012 Lincoln MKS that seemingly has everything? Well, a test drive would be nice, especially now, because not only can you get a great offer, you also get 4 years or 50,000 miles of standard complimentary maintenance on an MKS with sync technology that allows you to get turn-by-turn directions, make and receive phone calls, and play all of your favorite MP3s. And with available active park assist, Lincoln MKS can practically park itself. With all this luxury, technology, and confidence, what could possibly be keeping you from that test drive? Lincoln, it's not just luxury, it's smarter than that at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
If I could change anything, you know what I'd change? I'd make it a law that if you tell someone to have a nice day, you really have to mean it. 100%.
Making your day better than it started out is what makes Erie Insurance above all in service. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. And have a nice day.
Your Erie agent in Mount Vernon is the Beam Insurance Agency. Get a quote at beaminsurance.net.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX. The Bean Insurance postgame show starts now.
And welcome back to Herrin. The Mount Vernon Rams fall here this evening, 52-51 to the Herrin Tigers. The Tigers improved to 1-2 on the year. The Rams fall to 2-1. However, the Rams still at the top of the heap here in the Pyramid Plus tournament, tied with Marion and East St. Louis in first place at 2-1. Salem, meanwhile, I guess would be in fourth place at 1-1 after the ties. Herrin is still in fifth at 1-2, and Massac is 0-2. Massac and Salem getting ready to tip off in about 13 minutes. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski and Jeff Crow. Avery Barton back in the studio for your Bean Insurance postgame show. Bean Insurance is an independent agency that can do the insurance shopping for you. Bean Insurance has multiple top insurance companies from which to choose with great rates for your family. Call Bean Insurance at 242-6017. That's 242-6017. Your Heartland Accounting post-game stats, your Community First Bank player of the game, and your Tony Wilkes scoreboard update, all forthcoming here on the Bean Insurance post-game show. And what an effort tonight for the Mount Vernon Rams, Denny. Didn't get it done, but the fact that they battled back from 9 points down in the fourth quarter tells you the kind of mentality this team has and how great of a coach Scott Gamber is.
Well, it shows you this team is not going to be one that's going to lay down easy for anybody. They're not going to be a team that doesn't, when things don't go their way, they're just going to lay down and roll over. They got frustrated, I think panicked at one point, but definitely didn't roll over and give up in any way, shape, and form and battle Herrin all the way to the end. And unfortunately for Mount Vernon, come up 1 point short in this. But again, I think lessons learned tonight by this Rams team. When things didn't go their way, they did some things differently. Battled back hard, got back in the ball game, and had an opportunity to win at the end. That's all you can ask for when you have a deficit like Mount Vernon did late in the game, to come back and have that opportunity to try to win.
Well, that's all you can ask for out of anybody, especially kids between the ages of, no freshmen out there, but kids between the ages of 14 and 19. That's about all you can ask, is to get their best effort, and at times it looked like we're getting that tonight, but you really saw the kids who cared, and that was all the kids out there on the floor step up late in the game to make it count. 52-51 is your final. The Mount Vernon Rams fall here tonight in Game 2 of this third session from the Pyramid Plus tournament. We'll tell you all the scores and the scoring when we come back here on the Bean Insurance postgame show on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview and Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depends on your hometown professional. Pekin Insurance.
Rams leather jackets, all stars and stitches. Rams cheerleading jackets, all stars and stitches. Rams hoodies, all stars and stitches. Rams t-shirts, all stars and stitches. Rams car stickers, all stars and stitches. Rams yard sign, all stars and stitches. Rams apparel, all stars and stitches. Anything Mount Vernon Rams, all stars and stitches.
Okay, I get it. I can get anything Mount Vernon Rams at All Stars and Stitches. But where in the world is All Stars and Stitches?
All Stars and Stitches. We're located in Benton, half a block from the Benton High School. Our phone number is 618-435-5555. Give us a call.
Hey, are you thinking of starting your own business? Or maybe you already own your own business and have tax questions? Call Heartland Accounting today. At Heartland Accounting, we specialize in small business planning. Let us help you with your business bookkeeping, sales taxes, payroll taxes, or maybe just some solid business advice. Get started right, and let us help you make your business a success. Call Heartland Accounting of Mount Vernon today at 244-7077 or stop by 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to the Bean Insurance postgame show. Bean Insurance is an independent agency, and chances are you're paying too much for auto insurance. Discounts await at Bean Insurance. You won't know how much you can possibly save until you give them a call. Bean Insurance, 242-6017. That's 242-6017. Rams fall here tonight for the Pyramid Plus Thanksgiving Tournament, 52-51. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. In case you're wondering, our next broadcast will actually be Friday afternoon on AM 940 with audio online at mywithersradio.com as the Mount Vernon Lady Rams travel back to Nashville to take on the Nashville Hornets. Then we'll come back here on the FM at about 8:15 as the Mount Vernon Rams take on the Marion Wildcats back here from the Pyramid Plus tournament. And that could have championship ramifications with the 2-1 Rams and 2-1 Wildcats hitting each other up. Also on AM 940 at 7 o'clock Friday night, Mount Vernon travels back to Nashville in that girls tournament to take on Triad. That's also, again, on AM 940. Audio online at mywithersradio.com. Video and 94.1 FM will come your way with Rams basketball on Friday night. Time to check in with the post-game stats calculated by Heartland Accounting.
Mount Vernon Rams were 17 of 30 run from two-point range, 55%. Only 1 of 9 from the three-point line for 11%. The Rams go 18 of 40 from the field in the game for 45%. Herrin, 15 of 25 from two-point range, 60%, including 8 of 11 in the second half from the field. The Tigers were 4 of 10 from the three-point line for 40%. The Tigers go 19 of 35 from the field in the game for 54%. Free throws, Mount Vernon only 14 of 23, 61%, while Herrin was 12 of 17, 71%. Rebounding went to Mount Vernon, though, 25-17, and the turnover battle was even at 14 apiece. Your scoring in the game, Mount Vernon had 26 points in the paint compared to 20 for Herrin. The Rams got 7 points off the bench compared to 4 for the Tigers. The Tigers were led in scoring by 2 players tonight, Justin Lukens and Bobby Manny, at 15 points apiece. DeMarlo Harris had 11, so the Tigers with 3 players in double figures. Nathan Lukens had 4, as did Alex Davis. Deshaun Hart had 3. The Mount Vernon Rams also had 7 players score in the game. Actually, they beat Herrin, 1 more score than did Herrin. Tyrell Trimble had 18 points in the contest, 17 of those in the second half. Leonta Badger had 16 points, Clay Payne 6, Trevor Flota 4, Colton Metter 3, Jaron Lydell 2, and Travis Mitchell 2 as the Rams fall tonight 52-51 to the Herrin Tigers.
Those are your Heartland Accounting postgame stats. Get started right. Let Heartland Accounting make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. 52-51, Rams fall tonight to Herrin. That is your final. We owe you a scoreboard update. That'll be coming up. We're going to hold off on that. We have some more scores coming in. We want to give you the best one possible. Independent agencies keep the customer in mind. Bean Insurance has relationships with dozens of insurance companies, allowing you to get the right price with the right service, regardless of your personal history. Call Bean Insurance or stop by for the right coverage with a personal touch. We'll have your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game coming up. This is the Mount Vernon Rams postgame show, sponsored by Bean Insurance on WMIX.
It's amazing how versatile the Saturday sports show has become. What do you mean you slept in last week? Set your alarm for 8:08 this Saturday morning at Junior Radio to AM 940. More Mount Vernon Rams talk, more Jefferson County talk, and more amped-up coverage of Southern Illinois sports. Hear from the best coaches, experts, and sports know-it-alls available. Sports talk worth waking up for. Saturday mornings from 8:08 till 10 a.m. on WMIX AM 940 and online at mywithersradio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Whether you're a former Integra customer looking for a new home or just tired of the games, fine print, constant changes associated with big corporate banking, you do have a choice in Jefferson County. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. With 5 banking locations and a team of your hardworking friends and neighbors to support you, we've built our business around one goal, your needs. For all of your banking needs, let our bankers assist you in moving back to a local bank. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX. Time for the Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game.
And welcome back to Herrin. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski and Jeff Crow on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com. Tonight the Mount Vernon Rams fall to the Herrin Tigers by 1, 52-51. And we have got to pick a Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. And I don't know how you feel, Danny, but I really like a certain man in particular who, with 36.7 seconds to go after a couple missed free throws, had a putback and an and one to give the Rams a 51-50 lead. Unfortunately, it didn't hold, and the Rams fall here tonight, but Leonta Badger with 16 points and that crucial tip-in has to be your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game.
Just doing an outstanding job, and I think the points are one thing, but his defensive effort, he's diving around for loose balls on the ground, on the floor, and getting rebounds, getting shots, making points. Really a nice offset to what Tyrell Trimble does. And as this season goes along, you're going to be able to see that Badger and Trimble are going to be a nice pair. But really tonight, what sparked the Rams back in this contest to allow Trimble to get some shots and some looks was the play of Leonta Badger tonight, who had an outstanding game with 16 points.
Great traditions aren't given, they're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in. Community First Bank of the Heartland, proud sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. A great tradition. Well, we've been promising it all post-game long, and I guess it's time to finally deliver. That is your final State Farm scoreboard update of the evening.
For the scoreboard update from Herrin tonight, East St. Louis beat Marion 64-58. And then, of course, Herrin has just defeated Mount Vernon 52-51. At Grayville tonight in overtime, NCOE beat Clay City 42-34. And Sisney defeated Edwards County 54-34. At Vienna in double overtime, Century beat El Dorado 60-58. At Effingham St. Anthony tonight, Flora defeated Mattoon 53-48, and Effingham defeated Mount Zion 54-47. At Alton, it was all Fallon over Vashon 82-81, and at Jacksonville holds on to beat Centralia 61-58. And North Carroll 148 at the Christopher tournament in the first game of the evening. Thompsonville defeated Cobden tonight 58-43.
Guess who has some games in progress? At Jacksonville, Collinsville leads Pleasant Plains after one, 13-7. At Christopher at the half, Egyptian leads Christopher 34-16, and at Vienna, Meridian leads Carrier Mills 34-15 at the half. That scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance and financial service needs, seek out your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. He's on the corner of 42nd Street and South Water Tower Place in Mount Vernon. He's on the web at TonyWilt.com, and he's in a red Jeep. So if you see that Jeep in the parking lot, stop in. He would love to meet with you. Doesn't look like we will have Scott Gamber here tonight. So with that said, again, you can tune us in on Friday afternoon, 12:50-ish pregame on AM 940 as the Lady Rams travel to Nashville to take on the Hornets. We'll have Jeff London's Lady Rams on the air for you. Audio online at MyWithersRadio.com. We'll see you then. For Danny Czerwinski, for Jeff Crow, for Avery Barton back in the studio, and for everyone at Withers Broadcasting, thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX, and thank you for watching online at MyWithersRadio.com. Unfortunately, the Rams come up short here tonight, 52-51. That'll do it tonight from Herrin. I'm Chris Hugo. Good night.
Basketball on WMIX and watching worldwide on MyWithersRadio.com.